Ziegler, creator and founder of Alice and Ziggy here, and thank you for joining me of What? Like It's Hard. I have had quite the week, and I decided to dye my hair rainbow. No, I figured I would have fun with you for Halloween. That's one of my intentions. Also want to fill you in on what I actually got this wig for and how I'm going to be using it. Want to update you on just some changes I've made to the company and what's happening next. I want to start going over some key struggles that have happened because this week has been nothing if not tumultuous. So for one, my website is down, and anytime you try to go to AliceandZiggy.com, you're going to just get a blank page unless you go to www.AliceandZiggy.com. And I'm the kind of person where, like, if there's an issue, I can't focus on anything else until that issue is resolved. Like, that issue will consume me. So yesterday, I was trying endlessly to get this fixed. Like, because it's just like, what's the point of even creating content or doing anything if nobody can even access my site? Like, what's the point of even trying to get people to go to my site if they can't even access it? So it's just been so frustrating. I recently discovered through, like, a few of my friends have told me to use Fiverr, which is it's like a freelancer webpage where you can find, like, all kinds of different, like, resources and tools and people to help you with things. So after, like, realizing for hours that I was not going to get this resolved on my own, I decided to hire a freelancer who's, like, getting it up. So praying that it gets fixed today, but obviously it's not something I can fix. It's out of my control. So we'll see. But that's been kind of a hindrance. Monday night I had my improv acting class and I got into a car accident. You know, this is the worst accident I've ever had. It's definitely a collision. My car had to be towed and I was just really, I don't want to call myself broken by the experience because that won't break me compared to what I've been through, but it really did bring back a lot of issues I had maybe been burying under the surface, and yesterday I just really needed to take the day to heal. And today I'm feeling, I'd say I'm like 75% back. Tomorrow I'll be 100, but it was an important lesson to take the time that you need to heal and do the things that you need to do in order to move forward. I was on such cloud nine when it happened. It's just so easy to let things like that derail your whole, I don't even want to say day, because it really trickled into the rest of my week, but I don't want that to be defining. So I don't know. If anything, you can view a situation that's unfavorable as just an indication of how much love's in your life, because people will really step up and make sure that you're taken care of, and there's no way you can get through something like that on your own. So thank you to everyone who helped me. My mom's going to see this and freak out on me because she doesn't know yet. Maybe I'll call her before I post this. That would be courteous and the nice thing to do. We'll see. I just have a lot of things up in the air, and I feel like I'm somebody who spirals. So it's like when one thing goes wrong, it's like, oh my gosh, well, I can't do this and this and this and this and that. And which leads me to, like, just the area of expertise I have, which is organization and prioritization and just making sure your tasks match your goals. So it's been maybe a process that I need to go through in order to better teach this to people who are learning from me. Before the accident happened, I spent all last weekend working on my new website. So if you go to www.AliceandZiggy.com, you'll see a really upgraded website. It looks amazing. I used Kajabi for my platform, and the reason I did that is because I'm going to be launching digital course content, so that's the ideal way to do it. I did set the intention of launching my first ever webinar this Sunday. It's called Fall Forward. I figured I would take advantage of the fact that we have an extra hour in the day. And, but I don't know, just with everything that's been derailed and the website not working, it's obviously not reaching the amount of people that I needed it to. So if it doesn't end up working, it doesn't end up working, but I can still use that content and deliver it at a future date. One of the other things that was really important for me, I know I had vocalized, I'm launching a planner by November 1st, and obviously that didn't happen. Like, you can't buy an Allison Ziggy planner on November 1st, and I recalled this conversation I had with a gentleman at a networking group, and he was like, oh, you pushed it back, because I told him about Align Me, which launches December 2nd, and he was like, oh, you pushed it back, and I was kind of like pissed off, because I was just like, dude, like, back off. I'm like doing the best I can, which is true. I am doing the best I can, and I was just kind of thinking back to this conversation at CrossFit, and I looked down at the sandbags that we were using as part of our workout, and imprinted on the sandbag, it just said reputation is everything. And it was like, as I was thinking about this conversation, I was like, you're right. He was right, and that's why he triggered me and why it bothered me so much. And, you know, maybe what I'm doing instead isn't exactly what I said I would set out to do, but starting November 1st, from here on out, you'll be able to get free monthly and daily calendar printouts on AllisonZiggy.com. So these will go live on the 1st, so that will be our launch date. And even though it's not necessarily what I envisioned or how it would come together, it's something, and it's a start, and it's following through on a promise and doing something that you say you're going to do. You know what? I said you would have a calendar on November 11th or November 1st. You have a calendar on November 1st. So onward and upward. We just continue getting better and continue growing as we evolve. I think that business is the art of adapting. You have to just adapt to your marketplace, adapt to communication channels, adapt to your customers, adapt to what people want to see and need to see from you. So the other thing I wanted to, so with Align Me, the course, I was originally going to do like pre-recorded video content in like a video series, but I decided against it, and I'm going to do live webinars in conjunction with the 6-week course. So really going to go into overdrive in promoting this and everything once my website's fixed. And like I said, I can't focus on anything until I know that it's working, because I can't justify putting out the message if it's impossible for people to see it. So maybe I'll just use Instagram for it. I don't know. It's been really a tough point of contention for me. But with Align Me, what I got this wig for, so what I want to do is create a before and after video example, because I want everybody who's in the course to do a before and after video. And I'm going to be my own case study. So I'm going to film as if I were myself a year ago, which it's crazy, everything that's happened in this past year. It's been a year of healing, a year of change, a year of, a total life redo, so to speak. You know, every single aspect of my life has changed. So I think it's A, accepting that, B, being okay with it, and C, not viewing that as a bad thing. But I do want to film myself who I was before I adapted this lifestyle and just kind of implemented all these changes, and then an after video for where I'm at now and why my life is so much more fulfilled now, why I'm so much happier, why my priorities have changed, and why I'm no longer willing to settle for things that I would have in the past. So it should be interesting. At the very least, you get to see me wear this wig again. I don't know if I look like a drag queen, but as Lady Gaga would say, don't be a drag, just be a queen. So, I don't know. It's something. But yeah, thank you for joining me this week. It's hard? It was a hard week. Not gonna pretend it wasn't. But it all gets better from here. I'm at least showing up, and I look forward to seeing you next week. So, thank you so much. Bye. This isn't stopping.